Hello everyone, the topic of our fifth group is superhero. First, let me introduce the superhero background. And this is the superhero's background. And today I want to talk the Hulk. Robot, and he is a Hulk, is a world-famous physicist. In an accident, he was exposed to a large amount of radiation from gamma bomb. He cried, causing his body to undergo abnormal changes, and he became a green monster, and his name is Hawk. He has two unbelievable abilities. The first one is uh, it has a special hormone secreted by Hawk's body, and it can increase pressure in the lungs, allowing the hawk to breathe and move quickly in various depths of water. And the second is his skin. The skin of the whole body can defend against most conventional attacks, such as hot and cold weapons, explosives, and agents. The last one I want to talk the connection with reality. Instead of physics, Chinese academy of science discovered the rebel exception. It's the exit state of exception. Like the hawk, who has a super strength, exception in rebel state have many interesting properties, such as being able to move freely in some conduct traits and being able to respond greatly to change in the surrounding environment.
Hello everyone, my name is Mo, and today I'm from Group 2. Our topic is superhero. I chose Spider-Man. This is the picture of Spider-Man, and I want to introduce the story about it first. Let us look the colorful world. It is a story about an ordinary high school student living in Queens, New York City. Peter Benjamin Parker was accidentally bitten by a spider during a school activity, and since then, he has acquired special abilities that completely changed his life. Peter decided to become the superhero Spider-Man because his uncle Ben was killed by a accident, and Peter believes that the death of Uncle Ben is his fault, so he chose to become the superhero Spider-Man to save more people in need of help in the world. And there are advantages and disadvantages of Spider-Man. As we all know, everyone has strengths and weaknesses. Spider-Man also. There are 6 points I find. First one, superhuman strength. He can ranging from 4,200 pounds to 25 tons. It's so stronger. And then second one is dexterity. Third one is genius level IQ. He's very clever. And four, fighting skill. It is the use of various planes at different angles from the ground plane. And then number 5, speeder sense. Number 6, will touch your hands and feet to most surfaces. And also, he have weakness, just like afraid of water, memory will lose, and acceleration. What is his life like? I think, in my point, even before Peter Parker got his powers, he was a thinker and After he got his powers, after the death of his loved ones, he is often faced with question, how should he use his abilities in the process of his growth, in the process of his becoming a superhero. He is not without mistakes and often powerless, but every time such things happen, he will deeply reflect on himself and grow in the stumble. The injustice of society to him and do what should be done. Overall, he is not a perfect man, but he is a worthy hero. Greater power gives him and greater responsibility. That is his life. Now, have a question. What would I have done if I am Spider-Man? What should I do or what can I do? First of all, to answer this question, I think we should understand Spider-Man's abilities, and then we can give the answer. So the first ability is Spider Sensing. It can predict danger, can be linked to one piece in the see and hear color dimensioning, such as bodyguard or slaughter. And number two, daily strength 20 tons. Simply put, the force is infinite. What planes, trains, ships can be stopped. In the real world, for no reason at all, I would be the most powerful man in the world, and I would participate in some Hercules competition, some weightlifting competition, and I would almost certainly win the world championship in the war. And it is easy to defeat the opponent, speeder flight. Okay, number three, speeder flight. The use of speeder silk to fly between tall buildings can dispatch traffic. I think I can help people or police to decrease the traffic jam. I think it is very cool flying tall buildings, right? And number four, Parker's wisdom. As we all know, Spider-Man is very clever. So most valuable is his genuine IQ. I should explain. Spider silk and another artificate are Parker's own invention, not by variation. So if I am Spider-Man, I can do research to save lives and benefit the world. Okay, it was the first time an American comic had featured a teenager who in previous comics had usually been sidekicks to superheroes. It was broken through at the time and one that young readers could easily relate to. For me, as a teenager Peter, in addition to facing the responsibility of superheroes, as he has to deal with some of the common problems of adolescence, just as I did in the process of studying abroad with all kinds of unpredictable problems escalating. Peter Parker, a narcissistic, self-excluded, insecure, and lonely high school student, breaks the dynamic and managed to resonate with young readers. At the same time, in the courses of series of comics, Spider-Man evolves from a shy high school student to a troubled but outgoing college student, then marries and becomes a teacher at his high school matter and becomes a member of the superhero team. So that's all about I want to say in the superhero in the Spider-Man. I think Spider-Man is very meaningful superhero. He can encourage students, teenagers who have lots of homework or have lots of problem in the growth, and also can encourage adults who have lots of stress in the work. And I think we are both superhero in ourselves, in parents. So the Spider-Man is meaningful superhero, and that's all. I hope my presentation is clearly, and thank you for listening. Thank you.
Today I want to talk about the superhero Captain Marvel. The superhero, they have special abilities that transcend ordinary people, perform some extraordinary feats, protect the citizens, and fight against evil forces. They usually have a gorgeous costume that represents their personality and superpowers. Captain Marvel is a code name used by several superheroes in Marvel Comics, spanning 7 generations. Their main achievement has been to save the universe many times. The Captain Marvel has a lot of superpowers. For example, super strength, faster than light travel, energy absorption, and energy release, and so on. Solar perception means she can sense anything that's happening in the universe. In the real life, earthquake anticipation systems look a lot like this. And energy control means absorb and emit energy beams. Super endurance means can survive all explosions and resist all kinds of variances. And she can control gravity and move freely through space. Superheroes often have skills that transcend ordinary people, and this ability allows them to protect society. They have super strength, speed, reflexes, and even the ability to fly and multiple energy. These Superman abilities allow them to accomplish feats that ordinary people cannot. Superheroes are symbols of hope for justice and courage. Their qualities can also inspire us in real life to pursue justice and selflessness, which is also called a role model for many young people, which also makes young people eager to help others in life.
I choose the superhero is Iron Man, and I will introduce his superpowers and the relationship between Iron Man and people in real world. The Iron Man is a character from Marvel, and this character's original name is Tony Stark. First of all, I want to talk about the superpowers. Stark has a special armor that he can control directly through his brain emotions. His armor is a system and is called Jarvis. When Stark enters the state, he can telepathically control the armor remotely so that he can dress the armor wherever he is. And his armor has the advanced weapon systems such as it can emit pulse light and so on. In addition, his body has great healing powers after he has undergone an extremist process of himself. And Tony Stark is a smart character, but he has own shortcomings. For example, Iron Man relies heavily on armor, and he also wasn't a modest person. And the second, I want to talk about the relationship between Iron Man and the people in real world. In the creation of superhero powers, people often incorporate and use ideas that they wouldn't normally express. In the real life, we can express or solve problems in a way similar to creating a superheroes. To the contrary, in the development of the technology, the ability of superheroes can help to achieve some feasible technologies. And in our daily life, we can use the way of creating superheroes to better uh, express ourselves, which will help us to solve problems.
This is about Doctor Strange. So, capacity, invisible excel, perception, manipulation, time, source of their power, telepathy, primordial consciousness, and so on. First, subdue the forces of will. Second, treatment and recovery. Third, time manipulation. First, dimensional crossing. And background: Stephen Strange. Strange was a successful neurosurgeon who lost his dexterity after a serious car accident that left him with several hand damage. In his quest for a cure, he discovered a man named the Ancient One. The mysterious finger became a student of Ancient One and learned the mysteries of magic and mystery. So, equipment: Doctor Strange is usually equipped with a magic staff called the Eye of Cobra and a clock capable of autonomous flight and self-awareness called Slage. So, as you can imagine, change the past, something the pilots couldn't find the pin a wall. If you want to change the past, I can use my time manipulation powers to send you back. Or I can also help the pilots judge cases and find useful information in the past through my ability. During the course of the war, I would help the wounded heal their wounds.
Hello everyone, I chose a superhero is the Flash. The Flash is an important character in the DC Comics world and one of the world famous superheroes. Each Flash possesses a power called the Speed Force, and members who use the Speed Force are called speedsters. Speedsters can now move at high speeds. Their speed can exceed the speed of light, reverse time and space, penetrate objects, and even cross barriers between parallel universes under the protection of the Speed Force. Speedsters can ignore all laws of physics when performing high-speed actions. Regarding the Flash, his life will be very convenient, such as not having to get up early to go to school. You can also travel to various parts of the world conveniently and quickly. Um, if the Flash abilities were used in life, I think one, perform tasks efficiently. In real life, performing tasks efficiently is an important ability that can increase productivity and reduce working time, leaving more time for other activities or leisure. 2. Quick response in emergency situations. This uh, this effaces the ability to develop emergency plans and teams. 3. Time management and flexibility. The Flash has the ability to change time, which can be understood as flexible management of time in life. 4. Overcome tools, and personal limits. In life, when there are challenges and difficulties, it is a positive attitude to surpass the abilities and limits you face and bravely pursue your goals. That's all.
The Warriors, also known as the God of Tears, is a superhero under the American Marvel Comics, and the Guardian of Asgard and the Earth. The Protophy is Tyr, the god of thunder of the Aether Clean in Norse Mexico. As an Asgardian, like other Asgardian gods, Thor is taller than mortals, and his body density is 3 times that of mortals. Therefore, he has stronger resistance to um, attracts and is resistant to virus, radiation, fusion gas, and other attacks immune. To process the artifact model, those hammers sometimes they also use swords, mighty axe, swords, and other weapons in their fireplace. Though has used countless weapons in his long life, but the most commonly used one is still his standard equipment. Those hammer its organ is gold tempest, the editor of Stormer and Legend that has been born since the beginning of Union and is capable of destroying galaxies. It was sold in a piece of metal by the young audience. If your ability is used in the real world, it will greatly solve the world's electric problem, and he doesn't have to worry about electric bills, and he can also help the country invent more powerful treatment.